Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Bakakadash. Double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles, great millstone. Likewise, brothers, put on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep and two brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson is titled, The Infirmaries of Esau Will Be Closed to You, Jakes. Basically, the hospital is going to be closed to you, 2/3 niggers and speck. In fact, it's going to be closed to the entire tribe of Israel, during the time of Jacob's trouble. Let's go into the word infirmary, and it means a place in a large institution for the care of those who are ill. And who are ill? Our people mostly, because our people are morbidly obese, have very poor diet, and, has a lot of illnesses related to poor health, immobile, laziness, lethargic, refuse to take care of their temple, which is what the Lord Yahweh Shemashai has given us. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 1:7. It reads, "The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction," which is the majority of our people. Now I'm going to show you a couple clips. One is going to be of something that is not getting a lot of headline, because you have a lot of these things going on all across the earth, potential World War III, the tariffs, and well, let's take a look right here, because this is what you see currently going on right now. These are current and future events. You have tariffs, rumors of pandemic coming, rumors of lockdowns, aka martial law, which Trump wants to bring that out. You have rumors of food shortages, which, brothers are bringing out those videos, and, you even have a lot of these heathens talking about it. Rumors of shortages of supply, which includes medicals and tools, to help the sick, You have purging of the tribes through banishment and imprisonment, which is what those ICE raids are all about. And, we're giving Jake's warning about being in the right place at the right time for Esau to catch you, You don't have no reason to be out there. Rumors of domestic terrorism, which they're going to try to link us to that, and rumors of a up-and-coming civil war. Why is that going to be happening? And we can go into the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, and it tells you why that's going to be taking place, and brothers bring out a lot of videos concerning those. But what this lesson is about today is concerning the dietary law and the consumption of pork, or the swine. In fact, let's go into the book of Leviticus 11 and 7, starting verse 7, and here's what it reads. It says, "And the swine," this is a law to us, "and the swine, though he divided the hoof, and he be cloven footed, yet he chewed not the cud, he's unclean to you." So the Lord Yahweh is saying what? The pig, the swine, is unclean to us. And I'm going to show you a video that's going to tell you why it's unclean. What pigs really are all about. "Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you." So the Lord Yahweh Shemashai created a beast that is so despicable and nasty and abominable to us that he don't even want us to even touch it. Yet still, in this society, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, has made this a delicacy. It is probably the most celebrated land animal meat, here in Great Babylon, America. I mean, every holiday is all about barbecue. When you think about barbecue, you think about barbecue pork or barbecue pork chop. And Jake, especially, fashion himself after this, And I'm going to show you a video here of typical leaders or men that call themselves leaders here in Yasharala, that despise, being in order, have no fear of Yahweh Shemashai, and during the time of the Passover, in fact, is eating the abominable food that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai has told us not to even touch, And take a look at this video.
Outside the kingdom. That's just my belief, all right? And wouldn't go through all this if I didn't believe that. Hope y'all doing the same, all right? We have what, 9 days? 9 days. Well, this here is for the family, all right? Number one, love the royal house. Hope y'all are celebrating in your own way, All right, we ain't celebrating no fucking Easter. And I'm doing this video, first of all, for the Pharisees. All right, because I know you punk ass motherfuckers on here watching. All right, so we're going to show you, if I may, LT, let me get that from you. Yeah. Y'all check it out. All right. What we got here? We got spaghettis. All right. Complete with the smoked sausages. All right. We got that. We got, what's this right here, Mom? This is cat? That's the cat. That's cat. Got catfish. Meow. We know y'all don't like that shit. All right. Another pan of catfish. No. That's sole? That's sole. Ooh, that's the fillet of sole. Look at that. Ain't it nice and bready? And well, we got the cornmeal here. Ain't it nice and crispy? And then we got the the shrimps. We know y'all don't like that. All right. And then we got another pan of shrimp. Look at that. I even got a close-up for y'all so y'all can see the seasonings. Y'all see that shit? Look at that. Do y'all see that? All right. And then we can thank this man right here. Say shalom, Mark. All right. We got the, what we call these again? Kebabs. The kebabs. I don't know how I fucked that up. All right. We got the kebabs ready to go. If y'all was at the Ria Mista, y'all remember that. Oh, and look at here. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Look here. We got the garlic bread. Y'all see the seasonings in there? I want y'all to get a close up. We got a nice salad full of juicy tomatoes. Oh, and we got the ceviche. We got, look here. We even got the flat tortilla chips. See there? We got the ceviche. Come here, Celeste. Northern Kingdom in the house.
And as you saw in that video, there it is right there. Okay, and brothers have done videos on that man. Okay, you know, he has a household of people, and you know, he has them, you know, somehow immersed, okay, into his folly. Okay, in fact, when we go into the book of Jude, it talks about a man like him. Okay, this is the book of Jude, chapter 1, starting verse 16. It reads, "These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lust." Which you hear him, first thing he started doing was just complaining about that the rest of us are watching him and you know, be making corrections, and you know, and he don't give a crap. And their mouth speak great swelling words, having man's person in admiration because of advantage. Okay, so you probably have a little business going. You probably have a little bit more money than, say, the people that are following him. You know, those, you see everyone inside that house there. So he probably has a little something in which he has an advantage over them, you know, and he's also, you know, one that can speak, you know, he speaks lofty things, and he's their leader. Okay, he's their leader. He says, "But beloved, remember ye the words which were spoken before of the apostles of our Lord Hamashiach, how that they told you that there should be mockers in the last time who should walk after their own ungodly lusts." This is very ungodly, what this man is doing. Okay, and it's going to come back to bite him. Okay, and you know, you're going to see, you know, a whole lot of Jakes them, you know, they think that they're mocking us. You're not mocking us, you're destroying yourself. Okay, it says, "These be they who separate themselves sensual, having not the spirit. But ye, beloved, building up yourself on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Ghost, keep yourselves in the love of power, looking for mercy of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach unto eternal life." Okay, so that's what we do. So, okay, we're going to keep the faith. We're not going to, you know, backslide and go into the world and say, you know what, hey, nothing's happening to this guy. Maybe we can do it too and get away with it. No, we're not going to get away with it. Now, take a look what's happening here right now. This video, I'm going to show you, there's a lot of closures of these hospitals. Okay, a lot of these hospitals are owned by corporations who right now, you know, they're closing them down basically, and there's a lot of layoffs of medical professionals. Okay, and this is going to have a profound impact. Take a look at this.
I've seen that all the hospitals and stuff are shutting down. And it's no cap. 3 has shut down in my area, and I live in a little small town, so I know it's facts. What if they're trying to shut down all the hospitals, start some shit, and then introduce that new Neuralink, like, oh, we might not have the supplies because of the stuff that's going on with Hong Kong, but we got this Neuralink that'll fucking heal you. What if they do that? I'm just trying to figure out, why are they doing this shit that they're doing? Because it's like, it makes no sense. I've seen.
So here I am walking into my last shift in the emergency department. And it's not because I'm retiring. I wish it was because I was retiring. Actually walking into my last shift here in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, because the company that owns this hospital and another hospital in Chester, PA, are shysters and criminals and have stolen everything. When you make over $250 million as a CEO of a company, and then you close hospitals for people in need in communities that are fairly densely populated, including a trauma center, people are going to die, and that's what's going to happen, and these people should be held accountable. Thousands of people are losing their jobs by the end of this week, beginning of next. It's a disgrace. I've been in the medical field for 35 years, and I've worked in the emergency room now for over 22. There's nothing else you can say about it. It's a sad day. It's a sad day for Delaware County, Pennsylvania. It's a sad day for all the staff. I know hospitals aren't perfect, systems are broken, but when you intentionally pad your pockets at the result of people not being able to get care, you are immoral, you're a disgrace, you're unethical. I'm sure there's lots of nurses that I work with that all feel the same way. Doctors, housekeeping, kitchen staff, ancillary staff. So here's on to a new adventure in the nursing field. I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I like patient care. I like taking care of people. I like take care of all people. I don't care who you are. Well, I'm an ER nurse, so that's probably not true. ER nurses do know that. Anyway, peace out to this portion of my life and my career. The only thing left to say is good night, Moon.
I think people should know this. Hospitals nationwide are letting go of people left and right. Something is seriously wrong, and not many people are talking about it. So we have a new budget plan, and it just might have some healthcare cuts. I mean, I don't think there'd be this many hospitals laying off this many people if they didn't see this coming. And I'm serious, just Google hospital layoffs, and you will see nothing but mass layoffs nationwide, everywhere.
And as you saw in there, okay, nurses losing their jobs, doctors getting laid off, and so as we always talk about, Great Babylon America is going to fall, and one of the things that's going to take place here in Great Babylon America is that joblessness is going to start from the top all the way to the bottom. There is not going to be any work in Great Babylon America, okay, and as you're seeing right now, Trump administration is doing a brilliant job of bringing this place down, okay, and that's the Lord's will, is to bring this place down. Now you Jakes now, you walk around with heart attacks, you walk around with heart problems, diet, obesity problems, okay, you have sickle cell anemia, all kinds of things. Now when you have, we tell you all the time that Esau hates your ass. Now think about it. If this man hates you, and if he's after you, and I brought out earlier that you have these ICE races now going after the Northern Kingdom tribes, especially, but they're gonna be coming after, the Southern Kingdom tribe too, okay? And they've always had the sword around the so-called black man's neck, okay? Jacob's trouble is already here. It ain't something that's in the future. It's already here, but right now it's in the beginning stages right now. Okay, one thing that's going to be taking place is, okay, extreme poverty, which is going to impact Jake as these shelves start to empty. You Jakes are not going to have any choice but to go and loot or steal, which is all the more they're going to catch you on camera, and all the more build up their cases to why our people need to be eliminated, because our people, okay, being a set of people that's out of order, and I'm talking about the 2/3 here, and have no faith and trust in Yahweh Shai that's going to provide that substance that we're going to be needing. Okay, you're gonna follow in your flesh and your lust. The guy I showed you in the video, that fat obese guy, and he claims that he's 54 years old. That's how he look at 54. Okay, you see what I'm talking about? Okay, Esau is not going to treat you. If there's going to be 1 or 2 hospitals in each state, or each major city, who do you think is going to be treated first? Okay, he's going to treat the people that look like him, these Edomites. The Lord is going to put the spirit in every body, okay, to really deter into their own people. These Edomites are going to treat people that look like them first. Not you doggone Hebrew Israelite. Nobody gives a crap about you, Jake. When are you going to get that to your doggone head? Okay? And it's going to be at that time, okay, when the elect has been sealed, and we are no longer on the highway and the byway, that those parasites are going to get a hold of your body. And I'm going to show you a video concerning, okay, what's really inside of your barbecue ribs, okay? Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, some way, somehow you're going to get through, or whatever the case is like that. Or you might think, well, you know, you might be the exception to the rule. You're not going to be the exception to the rule, okay? So let me show you this video, okay, of actually what's really inside of a pig. Here it is.
I think you're going to probably figure out what it is pretty quick. Wouldn't you like to know if there was a food that was common, not only on the American plate, but all over the world, that can cause you health problems? This food is something I stopped eating years and years ago for health reasons, but also reasons of faith. I even believe the Bible points to the fact that we should avoid this, I keep using air quotes, food immediately. We're going to tell you why to stop eating it and what some suitable alternatives would be. Number one, this is the most widely eaten meat in the world. Start thinking. Number two, this animal is prone to muscle burrowing worms. I hope you're not eating breakfast right now, and I hope you're not eating this for breakfast right now. Dietary restrictions in many religions prohibit eating this thing. These animals eat carcasses of sick, diseased, and dead animals, including their own. Ugh. Now, actually, few animals do that, but this one especially. 70% have pneumonia when sent to the slaughterhouse. It's not the other white meat. It might be considered the other white trash. Wait, did I just say that? Okay, we're going for it. It's pork. You want to avoid it for so many reasons. Oh, but I love bacon. I love ham. I love pancetta and all the other things that come with it. I know you do. But if you want to get your health back, it's time that you avoid this thing that some people call food. I've avoided it now for 20 plus years for faith and health reasons. I could get into theological arguments with you. I don't plan on it, but I do want to tell you that if you're dealing with health issues, it might be time to get this swine out of your diet. Pigs digest food very quickly. They are called monogastrics. They have one stomach like humans do. Dogs and skunks do as well. The foods from animals that are safer to eat from land animals would be what you would call ruminant animals. So think of cows and goats and sheep and deer and bison. They all have a 4-staged rumen. Bible would say they have split hooves and chew the cud. They eat grass. Pigs eat all kinds of things, not grass, and we'll talk about that in a moment. And speaking of which, when you eat animal foods, you're not just what you eat, you're what they ate. We don't have the saying, happy as a pig in poop, for no reason. Why would a pig be happy there? Let's talk about that in just a moment. Pigs can't detoxify very easily, partially because they barely sweat. They eat their own feces. I don't even need to go any further. Drop your bacon, folks. This is kind of disgusting already, and we haven't even started. 2013 Consumer Reports analysis show that 69% of samples from pigs harbor a powerful negative microorganism called Yersinia enterocolitica, which causes problems in your gut, in your enteric system. This bacterium affects about 100,000 Americans a year. Folks, if you are watching this and you are as grossed out as I am, make sure to share this video. The number one food you should stop eating immediately. Pork is not the other white meat. It's something that should be completely avoided. Why should you avoid pork, as if we didn't already tell you? I believe pork has an increased cancer risk. Years ago, I read an amazing book about an individual who had stomach cancer. He was a reverend and he stopped eating pork among other things, following a biblical dietary pattern, he was able to get well. Folks, I wrote a book called The Maker's Diet in 2004 that talks about God's biblical plan for eating, and so many people have been set free from various health challenges. I highly encourage you to check it out. Pork is not part of that recipe for health. Swine flu in humans. Now, this is a bit controversial in terms of what actually causes this, but pigs carry germs. Strychnine worm is in almost all pork, in my opinion, and it is hard to kill even at high temperatures. People say, well, what about organic pork? That should be an oxymoron. Unless you've got your pig 24-hour surveillance, hand and foot cuffed, you can't control them from eating all that nastiness. Viruses. Pork, as well as shellfish, by the way, contains viruses. Often, environmental injustice. People get sick even in areas where pork production takes place. This is really critical. That book I mentioned is called God's Key to Health and Happiness by Reverend Elmer Josephson. It's not easy to find, but what a great book, and it talks about the dangers of eating foods that the Bible prohibits. And I know you might argue, well, we're in the new covenant, that's the old law. Bottom line, folks, God creates principles, in my opinion, one of which is the law of gravity. And you can jump out of a building, but someone once told me, if you try to break God's principles, they'll end up breaking you. This can be problematic to your health, and if you're sick, it's worth giving up. Life-threatening germs. The conditions pigs are raised in and their basic anatomy is not designed, in my opinion, for human consumption. All right, what are some alternatives to pork? Pasture-raised poultry. Folks, I eat bacon, but I eat turkey bacon. And I know you're saying, that's not real bacon. It is. Turkey and beef bacon tastes wonderful. Give it a try. Look for turkey or beef bacon without nitrates. And if you can ever find lamb bacon, I am telling you it is phenomenal.
So you saw in that video, he talks about all of the parasites. Okay, you know, what pigs really do. They were created to clean the earth. Okay, and this is just part one of a series that I'm going to do. You know, and the swine is the first one. Okay, we're going to go into the shellfish. Okay, we're going to show you the toxin inside those. Okay, did you know that if you get poisoned by oyster 2 times, if you eat it the 3rd time you get poisoned, you probably more likely are not going to survive that. And I can tell you for a fact I've been poisoned twice. And the 2nd time was far worse than the first one. So I don't ever touch. Okay, even before I came into the truth, I stopped touching, okay, oysters. Okay, I stopped touching those things because of that. But you can see, you know, in that video when he talk about that there's alternative, okay, to bacon, you know, made from pig meat. Okay, you know, don't eat lard, you know, food with lard, and then of course, you know, that's hard to escape here in Great Babylon, America, because Esau labels his food, you know, with these, you know, high level names that you wouldn't know. But I mean, you can see Jason, they think everything is a joke, man. They think it's a joke, okay? And when Esau Esau will not serve you, when he's not accepting you in his infirmities, okay, or his hospitals, what are you going to do, Jake? And you're probably looking and saying, well, what are y'all going to do? Well, let's go into the book of John 6 and starting with verse 1. Because here's what the Mashiach, okay, who we're ignorantly called Jesus Christ, did while he was on earth. And after these things, Yahushua went over the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. And a great multitude followed him, because they saw his miracles, which he did on them that were diseased. So he performed a lot of miracles on people that were sick. He healed a lot of people. Much in the case here, guess what we are going to have the power and ability to do? See, we're not going to be depending on Esau for food. Okay, when Esau come up against the tribe of Israel, okay, a lot of you think, well, how are you going to eat? Okay, how you gonna, what if you get sick? Let me tell you exactly what men of the Lord, the men that you're looking at that look like simple men, okay, because we can't stress you enough. We're gods. We're gods. Okay? This is the book of John 14 and 12. It reads, verily, verily I say unto you, and it's in red. So this is the Mashiach speaking here. He that believeth on me, that works, let me start slack here. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do. So the Mashiach, who y'all call Jesus Christ, okay, said that we are going to do works like he did. We're going to be able to heal, and we're going to do even greater works. Meaning what? Okay, we're going to have the fear of Esau because, first of all, we're going to have the ability to defend the flock, okay, the chosen people, the chosen, okay, is going to be defended. Two, we're not going to need his medicine because we're going to be able to heal each other through prayers. So we don't need Esau synthetic chemicals. See, y'all going to be depending on that. Because after the elect has been sealed, the Lord is going to allow those parasites, okay, and those worms and those viruses to take a hold of your body. And Lord, if you're going to die some very agonizing death, and you're going to be laying out inside these hospitals, okay, carcass strewn all over the doggone places. Esau just roll over you in the vehicles. Nobody's going to care for your fat ass. Nobody's going to care for your spick ass. Nobody's going to care for your black ass. Get it through your doggone head, Jake. Okay? Nobody's going to care. All right? And see, that's how the Lord is going to be dealing with you. Because so right now you're thinking, well, I'm eating and nothing's happening to me. Okay? That's because the Lord right now is giving you the opportunity to repent. Okay? In fact, we can go into a verse that says, let me bring it up. Okay? Talking about prolong, okay, which is the judgment, okay, and it's talking about the judgment here. So give me 1 second here. If I can find it. It says this Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 13. It reads. Actually, it's verse 12. It says, "Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear power, which fear before him." Okay, so you can eat all the pork and do all the wickedness you want, and you think, oh, nothing happening to me, you're full of shit. That's okay, but here's what really is going to happen. It says, "But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, but he feareth not before power." Really dealing with Esau. But you, Jace, you follow the ways of these Edomites. Okay, so you're going to get that judgment too. Likewise, okay? So we tell you that we're going to be able to heal each other during that time. Now, while you're sick on the ground, you're wondering, how the hell did you get there? Well, let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 17. It reads, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee." Esau's going to come at you with a solution, all right? It's going to be that MOTB. Okay, somehow, why do you think Elon Musk is connecting his, what do you call that, Neuralink to medical? Okay, because he's creating something that's supposed to be going to cure everything. But that's not going to really work for you. Okay, you've been warned not to take that. Okay, let's go into the book of Proverbs 1 and start with 24, because, well, now you're laughing at us and mocking us, but here's what we're going to do. "Because I have called and ye refuse, I stretch my hand and no man regarded." This is the Lord. Okay? "But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would not of my reproof." Who the hell you niggas think you are? Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't even got jobs. Okay? And we understand. We understand. Okay? In this world, we ain't shit. I mean, it was a hard pill to swallow, each and every brother, man. We all, before we found out what we really were and exactly what happened to us. That would have been insulting. But now that's a laugh and say, yeah, sure, okay, thanks. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. And your fear is going to come when you boils and stuff in your stomach, and worms start crawling out of your mouth, and you pooping big. Instead of shit, you're pooping like worms. Okay, worms. Okay, that's gonna be fear, man. All right, fear. It says, "When your fear coming as a desolation, your destruction coming as a whirlwind." It's like, now you get sickness on top of it. This man is chasing you down with doggone guns everywhere you go. These crackers are all over the place trying to throw a rope around your neck and hang you from a tree. You get other jakes that are trying to take you down because they're so desperate, and they're gonna sacrifice you. Everybody turning on each other. You can't trust nobody. This is what's going to happen to the children of Israel, and this is going to happen sooner than y'all think. Okay, it says, "When your fear coming as a desolation, your destruction coming as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish coming over you." Right now, a lot of you gotta pay back your student loan. Plus, you can't even make rent, and you're gonna lose your doggone job. And You see how it's going right now? When they say when it rains, it pours. It says, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." Y'all can be out there looking for those niggas on the highway and the byway speaking. You know, the same ones y'all hate, the same ones y'all mock and talk shit about. Oh yeah, y'all gonna be looking for the answers. See, we can have all the answers, but at that time, our ministry is done. Okay, because right now, the Lord is about to take out 2/3. Okay, so there's gonna be a whole lot of debt in Great Babylon, America. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai. Why? See, if Yahweh Shemashai was here in person, y'all would actually listen. But because you have men like us, who ain't shit, as y'all like to say, y'all ain't gonna listen. Y'all ain't have no fear. But don't fear us. We tell you fear Yahweh Shemashai. Okay? Because he's gonna pull that safety net that's covering your ass right now while you're being warned. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Woo, it's going to be a bad day for you doggone niggas and spicks, okay? So Lord will indeed let us edify that cause by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.